Alright, over the temple. Okay, are you guys ready? Stream marker. Hey guys, new video here. Self-casting twice, Essence Drain, Contagion, or using Spellslinger to cast 3 spells, Essence Drain, Contagion, and Soul Rend. So I got asked a ton, right? Are you going to switch? When are you going to switch? Is it better to switch? Do you need to switch for red maps? Do you need to switch for this? Are you going to switch for this for Cyrus? Can you kill Cyrus with the Spellslinger? How bad is the damage? And so I've been playing the Spellslinger, you can see in the previous video, for about 6 days, so I'm very familiar with like what the Spellslinger can do and like how it feels and when it sucks, when it feels amazing. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to run an entirety of a temple, because the temple will show you kind of like all situations. It's got blues, it's got rare, it's got white mobs, it's got good density, it's got bosses, possibly possessed if I have a tier 2 like or spirit room or something, right? So you'll see a good variety of monsters in here over time, and you'll see especially important movement as I cast or double cast or whatever you see here. So I'm flame dashing around, and this is Spellslinger, so this is automated. When I attack once with a frenzy, all 3 spells go out, and it's really smooth. If I notice a magic or a glowy pack, I will show you. So this is a white pack, that's a rare. The rare dies in 1 here. Now there's no map mods like 70% more life, Chow's resistance, all that crazy stuff, right? Damage mods that make you run away and do less damage. This is a partial blue mod right here, so that one missed probably because of desync, right? This is a white pack, and this is a rare. This is 1 tap on the rare and it dies, and the essence drain lasts long enough where I could run away, but I'm going to show you the damage here. So this one right here, that one hit him, and then you're just kind of waiting. I think the other thing didn't hit him. Yeah, so like actually maybe this is Soul Rend did, but the essence drain didn't. And then here we go, that's a blue pack, right? So you can kind of get the idea of how you're playing here. When you 1 tap, the safety is because you do not get stunned in your contagion sometimes, or like your essence drain, if it hits a wall or some shit, you know, it doesn't go off. You have a Soul Rend there to clear the white mobs that like the staccato of the white hits might hit you and kill you, right? So pretty smooth, and the damage is good enough. Now where you're going to be lacking damage is in most scenarios like Metamorph, Drox especially. Certain T16 map bosses are just a complete nightmare. Things with phases are bad. You have to, like, your gem setups are kind of weird, and I don't even fit a Despair in here because I have it on a flask, but you could do that as well. So okay, I ran into a dead end. Whoops, let me go the other way. And I'll just keep talking about how it feels to play. And when you're leveling, I would not go self-cast under any circumstances, right? So if your question is from like level 1 to 90, like what can I do? It's actually this way. What can I do from like level 1 to 90, even before I go low life? And it is absolutely Spellslinger. In the white, yellow, and early reds, you're going to destroy everything, and you're going to feel really good doing it. See, this is a Wither Totem for my single target, and that's not even that bad. That's a Ghosted Architect right there, right? As you can see, that is a chain from a white pack into a blue into a rare, so some of the essence drain was lost there, but it still gets the job done. And then this is all the white packs are no problem in any map, obviously blue packs as well, and the rares usually are not an issue too. So you shouldn't worry if you're like some kind of casual. Someone reading a dab. Big dab. Okay, so if you're some kind of casual and you just like you play maybe a couple hours a day, you don't take the game too serious, you're not like, you know, corrupting 4 scarabs, delirium orb, all that stuff, Spellslinger is absolutely the way to go. And if you just go Spellslinger, either Trickster or Aki, as long as you have a Wither Totem and you have a Despair application, whether it's the flask, you can even zone back to town to refill the flask for bosses, or you have a Bane application, you are going to be totally fine, okay? Because something I always say is like, if you decide to do something, how useful is that for how much time, right? So if I go self-cast and I'm only getting the benefit on a Drox and a Metamorph and stuff like that. Is this tier 3? This is not, I can't get the Transcendent thingy. So if you're only doing it for a Drox or a Metamorph or a map boss, it's not really worth it, right? Because if you save 30 seconds on the boss, but the entire map and the clunkiness and that kind of stuff, it costs you like 45 seconds, then you shouldn't do that anyways, because you're going to play way more because of the enjoyment of the 1 tap of your Spellslinger. So for casuals, Spellslinger, I believe, is always better. In this video, after I finish this temple, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to a plus gems bow. In my offhand, I have a level 2 in power, so it's not a level 4, so it will be about 20% more damage at the end game. Well, maybe like 25% damage if I fix something else, but I digress. When I switch to the bow, what's going to happen is the bow will allow me to have a massive essence drain, right? Because Spellslinger is a dead link, not in the way that Cast on Crit is, because Cast on Crit has a more multiplier in there and some cooldowns if you use the awakened ones. The 6 link essence drain becomes kind of like a 7, 8, 9 link essence drain with enough items and gear. So it's very powerful, but you have to cast twice. So I just want to show you guys on video the differences, like no like edited like fast as AF footage where like he's not picking up a single item and he's like, is this like really questionable style of play, right? So I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm just gonna be showing the raw footage. If I die, I die. You know, the build does die sometimes in a lot of like desync situations. And once again, these doorways, indoor maps are really bad because look, even if it looks like your essence train is going through with that little AoE explosion, it could not be. And if it hits a wall like this, that AoE isn't a visual representation. It's not gonna go through the wall and hit and chain all around, right? Now, there are like some things that make it better, the self-cast, and that is Trickster. So Aki, I would not suggest Aki for the Essence Drain self-cast because the Aki cast will be like doot doot, right, for the Contagion and the Essence Drain combo, whereas the Trickster will be like doot doot, and it's really, really nice. So only for Tricksters, I would say self-cast Essence Drain as well. This one's like pretty much done, I think, right? So let me switch and show you exactly what I would do to switch. And at this part of the video, you might see some jump cuts because it might take me a little bit longer since I wasn't like, this is kind of like an impromptu one-take video, okay? So the way it's going to go is in here, I have my Contagion and Light in here. So this is Spellslinger. All Spellslingers are going to come out, right? These are going to come out as well. We'll decide what to do here. So this is going to be a full showcase of what to do when you want to switch to self-cast, okay? And I'll show you an easier way than this as well. This is going to be, so I don't do this anymore. Put all these out, right? So Spellslingers are going to get taken out. That's your first thing. Now, if you want, okay, whether before or after you go low life, you can just use it here. You can get a red socket here and go in power, right? Because like Essence Drain suffers from not having enough good support gems. So once again, I have a level 2 in power here. It kind of sucks, but you know I can't really afford the good one. And you can just put it in the 6 link and then a Contagion and a 4 link. Contagion is gonna be something like anything to increase your AOE and your spread. So Ink AOE, Intensify, and you can put in a faster casting or an Arcane Surge, or I mean hell, even like whatever else. You can even put in like, I guess, like increased duration, or like you can put in what's the other one? You can put in Iron Rarity. You can put in there's a lot of stuff you can put in, okay? So I'm gonna choose to take out all this stuff so I at least know where I am. Spellslingers can go here. I'm gonna take off the shield, right? So shield's gonna go here. Now I don't have the dex for this, and my dex is at 93. So I'm going to have to respec. Since I don't use a shield, I'm going to take out the shield. If you looked at my last video, you're going to see the shield nodes. I'm just going to respec all this stuff here. This is all shield stuff, right? And we don't have to like do it perfectly here because this is a quick and dirty showcase of how the playstyle is like. Also, another big thing that I would say is mandatory. I'm not going to do it here because it's too many. It's way too many trades. Is the lowest minus res circular thing. What's it called? What's that thing called? The awakener thing. The thread of like the pointy thingy. The thread of pointiness, and it's just you just grab glancing blows, and then maybe like I don't know what else, like maybe take Sanctify or something. But you want to get glancing blows because that with a Rummy's concoction, thread of hope. Yeah, Chad had the thread of hope. The thread will allow you to pretty much like maybe like cap out your block if you don't want to go bow, okay? So that is absolutely mandatory if you decide that you want to go some kind of blockage, okay? But I'm not going to do that once again because I don't want to do trades, and I just want to show you like the double tappiness with the big damage. Okay, so I'm going to take those out. I'm still obviously ES, so I don't need to take any of that stuff out. I might not need the reservation stuff because I am a build that no longer relies on multiplying the mana reservation. So the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to take off my wand. Funny story, I actually scuffed this wand earlier, but we won't talk about that. And I need to find a way to get a little bit of dex. So if I search here, I know there's like some big dex nodes like here. Where else can I get some dex? I'm kind of out of dex here, guys. Ooh, it's a little bit iffy here. I guess I can take an amulet maybe? Like if I put on okay, this is gonna be like super scuffed. What if I just put on Root is +1. Just shh. Let's do the linkages first. These are really easy. So area. I actually just gave up my my highly leveled ink AoE, so that kind of sucks. I can do intensify. So here's gonna be my links. Intensify, ink AoE, contagion. I believe contagion gets some base radius when it levels, right? So we can do these 3 here as a, and then we can do I have an arcane surge? That's tied to flame dash. I'm gonna use obviously discipline, and we can use like a soul strike or something. Oh, that actually gives me the dex necessary. Okay, so we're gonna go this. We're gonna take the links from here, and efficacy, right? Essence drain, controlled, and this. We're gonna put that there, and then we have, let's see, we have an open chest. That can actually, we can actually like mix and match some stuff there. And let's see, let's just like put this here. I need the male violence for sure. I need the discipline, and then if I want to go aspect, I guess I can, right? So that's fine. And then, so that's the self-cast. So E is going to be my essence drain, and right click is going to be my essence drain as well. And once again, all of this will be in a POB down below, like right after I switch. It won't be perfect because once again, this is just a fast, quick and easy example here. And then I need to put this in a 3 link somewhere. So for this, I guess I can just put in, I'm just going to put it in here. Okay. I'm going to put it in here because I'm just too lazy to like change anything out. So I'm just going to do that. And is there anything else I need? I still need the wither totem. It's still gonna be on R. This is gonna be always attack in place. So this is being self-cast. Maybe I do this. Maybe I do E as contagion, right? And look how big that contagion is. It's absolutely massive. And I'm planning on getting a dying sun eventually too. I need to do low life somewhere, so I'm gonna need to go grab a blood magic actually. Okay, so this is actually kind of, it's actually kind of scum. Maybe I need a red one here. So I'm gonna blood magic here. Okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take the essence drain. I don't actually need this really. I'm gonna put the essence drain here. And then how can I recolor for blood magic? Blood magic into like maybe like Zealotry or something, right? To keep it very simple. This is actually, oh, I don't need the frenzy anymore. I have an extra link right there as well. So Ash Scuff build, well, it's just kind of weird when you're doing this for the first time. Blood magic with, oh, I don't want to unlink that, so we're just gonna do this. We're gonna do, let's take out this, and we can put a discipline here. That can be green, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. And actually, no. Arcane Surge with, instead of the Arcane Surge instead of this, that works, right? So then the Flame Dash can be by itself. And then let me grab this. Don't go low life. Well, the build is low life, right? So we don't need this anymore. And so we're gonna go blood magic. This should be okay, and then 2 auras. So it can just be a 2 link, right? With 1, oh, I already had it. Oops. With 1 red. There we go. So let's just do that one, and then that. Discipline, where's the male violence? Right here. Flame dash can just like go in here. This actually works out pretty well. Look at that. And I have free room for other things. I'm gonna fix these links later. This is just, I don't want to waste too much time. Blood magic. I don't know if the unleveled blood magic will be good enough, but here we go. Purchase Control F. What? Control F. Wait, what's happening? Control F. Why doesn't Control F work? Oh, why doesn't Control F work? Isn't that weird? Okay, so blood magic. Right here. Alright, it's 245. Let's see if we have enough. I'm gonna go back here. Oh, we can't do it outside the window? I didn't know that. Okay, and so if we do, put this back on. Okay, actually, I have 147 life. That is good enough. We put on this. We put on this. We have our ES. Everything's good to go, right? We have more than enough mana. The one bad thing about this is that you can't do cannot regen for this, right? Because like if you do cannot regen, you can't cast anything. Whereas the Frenzy Spellslinger setup, you can do all the no regen you wanted because auto attacks count as wand attacks. Okay, so let's just go do a longer boss here because like that temple is done. I have a bunch of points here. I'm gonna keep this for now, and these points you can put really anywhere. I have my Wither Totem and everything. I guess I could put in even a Bane Despair here if I really want it, if I didn't want to rely on my Witchfire Brew. But this one, just to keep it pretty quick, let's just go here. Let's go down here and just take this. That seems pretty good. And then here I'm gonna get a little bit more AoE here, and maybe I can take over here. I'll take some aura effect. Right. What else do I want? Is there anything else that's good? I could also take like a bunch of stuff, huh? But for now, I could take like a jewel socket. I just have one more. I'll take the arcane vision, I guess, for like this thing. Okay, so let's go do one of these, and this is okay. This one's a bad example. Let's do open map, right? So you can see the chains. Okay. Right here. Oh, this one's cannot regen. Nope, that's also a bad example. This one. Okay, this one. Yeah. Okay, this one's good. So it's gonna be 1, 2, right? So as you can see, this one costs 85 mana, so it's like pretty massive. But I have a free Cinder Swallow on Trickster, which makes it really good. I think Silent Whispering Ice is better. Okay, so and then I gotta get used to this. So as you can see, it's double cast. It's very big damage, but it is like it just feels like kind of weird when you're coming from and that didn't even go. See, okay, you see that? Like, it is massive damage. You can kind of tell it, like sometimes on these like low tier mobs, it doesn't even look like it's like a dot, right? Because it just like instantly chains. And once I get a Dying Sun, I believe that the radius is definitely +1 for the contagion, but maybe +2 even, right? With some other additions on a tree. So you can see it's a lot less like smooth in terms of the how it plays with like the one button builds, but it gets the job done. It's not ZTF. This is a rare monster here, and you can see like the damage is way better. And once again, I don't have the levels on my in power yet, right? So for this boss, I put on the Wither Totem. All right. Well, this guy's a phase boss, so it's kind of hard to see. But this is a 2-button build. Yeah, this is now the 2-button build. Oh, I almost died there actually. This guy's actually a bad example because it's not CTPS. It's a phase boss. It's a phase boss. So yeah, this is wait. Where's the guy? Oh, I don't have any mana. This is actually a terrible example. I don't have any. My manas. My manas is gone, sir. My manas. Okay, now he's dead. Okay, it was a harder map roll actually. So that's why. Okay. So yeah, and once again, it's the setup of this was like super quick, so you can optimize this a little bit more. So it's pretty clear that it's like way more damage, okay? And then in the tier 16s, you'll really notice it, okay? Once again, I could have a Despair Bane as well. This is a Beyond boss here. Put out the Wither Totem. That's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. But it will take quite a while to get used to the 2-button gameplay, right? And then the scariest thing about it is like if you're in indoor maps, this double cast, like the contagion into the ED, that will get you killed, like for sure. It's kind of scary, okay? It's kind of terrifying, but it is what you kind of need to do if you don't want to, like, if you're someone who gets annoyed waiting around for a boss or something. It is something that I would recommend, okay? And I personally don't like this playstyle, okay? Because it's like 1 and then 2. I'm sure once I get used to it, it'll be fine. Or if I see mobs and then I cast from farther away. So for example, maybe like right here, right? Like because when I'm up close with like the Spellslinger, I was like so used to like automatically getting it out. It might be, once I get used to the playstyle, it might be a little better. So I can go in the Grove actually, and let's go pop some of this stuff here. I'm gonna pop this, and let's go. So we can go ahead and do this, right? So you can see it's pretty good. It definitely kills the stuff faster and also a little bit less laggy, because before these mobs actually they took a little bit to kill on the right, like it's near instant to kill the whole pack, so that's pretty cool, right? I didn't show you this before on the Spellslinger. I should have, but with the Spellslinger it was a lot less smooth than that. It was like bat, 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 and someone would die. There'd be some stragglers over here, right? And the stragglers run over here and you have to find them. It was kind of annoying. So it's something that you just have to try out yourself. You can always go back and forth. Like that was like an impromptu switch with all the stuff, but you can try out like whatever you want, right? It's not a big deal to switch back and forth and decide later on when you're in the high tier red maps which one you want to stick with. Okay, so TLDR, for Trickster only are you going to switch to the self-cast, and then at that point for the high tier red maps and tough bosses, the ED self-cast is technically better, I guess, but I don't personally like it. I like the one tap. I guess I'll play a little bit more with this just to get more used to the feel and everything, and try to like attack from farther away. But yeah, that's just like a little showcase, and that's the video. Okay, if you guys have any questions, you can ask me on Twitch, twitch.tv/q_. Okay, bye guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye.